My channel should really not exist. I had a simple goal in mind when creating it, and that was to kind of create like a time capsule video about the time I tricked thousands of Redditors into thinking I drew circles for 2 years, and then my plan was to just leave. That was until I received a notification on my phone and someone told me they were stuck in the loop of drawing circles and lines, but my post wanted to make them try to learn how to draw again. And yeah, this comment really stuck with me. At the moment, I realized I didn't need to be some sort of master artist to make videos. Because yeah, to be honest, I can't even draw a straight line with a ruler. This is why I've made the decision to make more than one video. However, I did not expect the butterfly effect that would follow, and how this one innocent little comment accidentally led to an internal crisis. So I did make a second video, and between writing, drawing, learning Premiere Pro, which kept crashing every 2 minutes, I mean at one point I think it crashed because I sneezed too loud. And you know, the best part is I don't even own a drawing tablet, so I had to draw every single one of my Goobers using a computer mouse. And this meant hours and hours of repetitive, intense micro wrist movements. After serious hours of blood, sweat, and carpal tunnel, the video was finally uploaded and scheduled, and I was really proud of what I created. So to celebrate this milestone, I cracked open a nice cold Coke, leaned back, and opened up YouTube to wait until my video went public. But because I was logged onto my Goober account, the algorithm served me a feed of other art creators. I mean, most of them had the video title, My First Video, which I don't know what that's all about. This was just like an innocent scroll down the homepage. And this was the exact moment my downward spiral started. I'll be completely honest with you, I don't normally watch art-related YouTube videos, so I had like zero frame of reference for what type of videos people made within this community. Maybe I should have done my research. And as I was scrolling through the feed, two things stuck out to me like a mime at an auction. So first of all, everyone had this really nice, calm, cozy aesthetic with like nice lo-fi soft beats. When my first two videos were just pure meme spam. Second of all, everyone's art is just insane. I was looking at all these cool drawings. These people were animating their characters frame by frame, or they were just drawing in like some insane detail. And comparing my silly looking little Goober character next to these hyper talented artists, I just felt like I was bringing a pair of Crocs to a sword fight. And I was just staring at my phone thinking, what am I doing here? I don't belong with these people. And so I spent some time laying in the bath for about half an hour playing with my rubber ducky, and I realized I was judging myself against a heavy curated feed, which is kind of the same thing as looking at an Instagram model and wondering why you don't look like Photoshop in real life. Most of the time, they aren't showing you average videos. It shows you the Shohan Atanis of the art world, creators who can draw, animate, write, and edit like an entire animation studio. So I was just comparing myself to these long-term creators who've spent years refining their craft. Or even worse, I was comparing myself to brand new channels run by 16-year-olds who somehow have 25 years of drawing experience. It just made me feel like everyone on the internet is some sort of natural, except for me, when really, I was just staring at a highlight reel. Unfortunately, I can't help myself. My brain judges me and it calls me a chud the second I see someone with more skill. It kept telling me, yeah, nah, you suck, mate. So I had to force myself to shut this voice down immediately. And instead of letting someone else's talent freeze me in place like it was 2016 again, I decided to use their videos as blueprints. Because, you know, like comparing their videos to mine was like trying to teach a microwave how to play chess. Neither of us know what's going on, and at the end of it, something's definitely gonna explode. So when I watch videos now on this channel, I try to admire everyone's work. I try not to take their skill as like a personal attack and start using it as proof as what is actually possible and what I can become. Although I also needed to take a step back from YouTube and touch some grass. And I'm talking about real physical grass. You know, a concept so terrifying to an r/defending art moderator that they would even try to generate an AI picture of a lawn just to avoid going outside. And I've also spent some time for myself, you know, drawing for fun instead of drawing for this channel. I've gone to the gym and I also dumped a bunch of Lego on the floor and sorted them for about 6 to 7 hours. And now that I'm back from this break, I'm trying to not treat every single script, drawing, or voice recording like I'm freaking Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel. I've really dialed back the self-pressure, because at the end of the day, my goal for this channel is simple. I want to make silly, relatable videos that maybe inspire people, you know, without taking myself too seriously. And just because someone else is insane at art, animation, or storytelling, this is not a threat to me. It just means there's some cool stuff out there for me to watch and learn from. So I went back to the original comment on my first video to give it a reread, and it hit me. This person didn't give a shit if I was a grade A quality animator, or if I made the most crazy hyper-edited videos of all time. They just needed a reminder that it's okay to have fun with art and draw something silly. You don't need to be bogged down in circles and lines. And I also went back and watched my videos with fresh eyes, and I appreciated them for what they actually were. A time capsule, a snapshot of my weird sense of humor, my current skill level, and something to look back on later and smile about. As long as I keep drawing and improving my editing and tightening up my script writing, I'll get better. I'm going to improve. And who knows, maybe I'll even find an audience. But to get there, I just have to stop comparing my chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. And in 20 videos, I might still be drawing Goober with a mouse. And you know what? I'm okay with that because I'm having fun doing it. So if you ever see anyone else's work and think you cannot measure up to that, just take a deep breath and have a crack anyways.